I've been reading more and more comments on where is the XLM pump. We've got the BTC ETF action happening here any day now. We've got Soroban launch happening, but where is the XLM pump? We're going to talk about that in today's video. And look how big the little puppy Luke is getting. You're such a big boy. But his brother is even bigger. All right, buddy, let's do some crypto news. Starting off with the viewer, because the viewer, yes, you are most important. Old Man Crypto 6190 says, what about utility and why XLM is not pumped as well? See, I'm telling you, more and more people are talking about it. Bitcoin sitting at 45,130. Did a video earlier today about the BTC ETF timelines. I'll have it linked at the end. Time some XLM pump action. ETH 2361. BNB down from the high, but still above 300. XRP 625, Sol holding it strong. Filecoin, though, pulling back. Been watching that here as of late, but remember, Filecoin pumped big just a couple days ago. HBAR approaching 10 cents, everyone. How many creators out there are going to pump out a bunch of HBAR stuff when that thing starts going? All right, Quantious. All right, QUANT says this. With the Soroban official smart contract platform mainnet coming to XLM January 30th this month, I wouldn't be surprised if XLM is in the 30 to 50 cent range early in Q1. That would be the month of January. The fun is about to start for Stellar, not financial advice. Well, yes, Soroban, we got it, but how long has Soroban been going on? And let me ask you, why would the actual activation of Soroban create the price to go up? Because think about this, right? Let's say you and I are in the crypto space, and hey, guess what? We are. If we know that Soroban is going to be firing up officially here soon, and we're all thinking there's a pump, why wouldn't we be buying right now? Why would we wait until when it actually launches or, building in? What deal? Now, I am thinking, I'm being honest with you here, I am thinking we could see some XLM juice leading up into Soroban official launch. Why? Because I think you're going to get a lot more news articles about it. People that aren't familiar necessarily with XLM Stellar Chain stuff, they're going to be like, yo, what is this all about? So yeah, I think you're going to generate some interest from it. But like this massive flutter, this massive flow to 30, 50 cents in early Q1, I think that's quite a bit optimistic because a lot of us in the crypto space know about Soroban. And if we're sitting here thinking, hey, 30 to 50 cents early Q1, which is January, February, right? Early part of February. Okay, so we're 3 to 5xing in that time on news that we already know is going to happen. Kind of weird. Okay, BTC ETF action. Basically looking at approval or denial this week within about the next 10 days or so. But let's get to that XLM price action. Okay. Since the Taurus pump, and this is what we're going to talk about, since the Taurus pump, XLM has actually done really, really good. Maintained about 50% of their gains on the Taurus pump, and you can see it right here, bisecting that line. Good job, seriously. So now we're looking at this, we're going, okay, so Soroban action, somewhere probably right over here, okay? And they're calling for 30 to 50 cents for that. Now, on the Taurus pump itself, we went up to 18.3. Right, which that good move. Now, we got Soroban coming up, BTC ETF coming up, but the volume for XLM has been fairly low, as you can see here on the bottom of the screen. Nothing like you'd seen during Taurus action. And with Soroban coming up, how soon or how long are people going to wait to get into it? Or have people already got into it? Has Soroban already been priced into it, or is it not even part of the price equation? Now, going back to your comments, because like I said, you matter most. Old Man Crypto 6190 says, what about utility and why XLM has not pumped as well? It's not just about XLM not pumping as well. It's about also comparing it to its peers. XLM in blue, BTC purple, Filecoin in light blue, Sol in pink, and Doge in a little orange. As you can see, Sol, honestly, biggest pumps here. Biggest pumps, and this is since way back in 2021. So I'm trying to cover big time frame here, okay? But now let's just zoom in a little bit, okay? Let's go to the 6 month and see what the story says. And the 6 month says this. Hey, Sol holders way up ahead. XLM holders in the last 6 months, you're up 21%. Doge, some 24%. Filecoin, 79, not bad. BTC, about 50%. Okay, cool. All right. Last 3 months, let's take a look at it. XLM, again, laggard of the group, 16%, 47% for Doge, 64% for Bitcoin, 120 for File, and 367 for Sol. Zoom in just a little bit more. Let's go to the 1 month. And, you know, okay, in the 1 month, Doge and XLM the same, but you got Sol and Filecoin moving big and Bitcoin moving even more so. So when we're looking at XLM, it's been a laggard for a really, really, really long time. And the Soroban news has been out for over a year. And we look at XLM price action for over the year. We're like, okay, well, it's been out for a year. It really hasn't done much, right? It's moved on market and macros. Now, what really sucks about this whole thing, and this goes back to your comments, XLM utility, no pump. This person here is talking about Soroban. And what I'm talking about is everyone knows. But when you zoom out, this does not look good. Look at this right here on the screen. When I put this price action right here, right, when I put my cursor right up on that corner where we're at today, that takes us all the way back to 2022, Luna UST time. That's the price of where XLM is right now. They're at the price where they were when the market crashed at Luna UST time. That is more than a year and a half of basically sideways stuff. During that year and a half, Soroban has been announced, UNHCR has been announced, there's been all sorts of rumors about Jed McCaleb, this and that. It doesn't matter what narrative you throw at me, at the story, whatever. For the last year and a half and change, it's essentially gone sideways. And it is nowhere near where it was in 2021 in the early part of 2022. So to call for a 30 to 50 cent range in early quarter one would put us somewhere like back here, back in 2021 action. We ain't even close to that kind of monetary part. Monetary conditions world are nowhere near that. It's way more expensive. And how would Soroban be so important that we've known about it this whole time? We've known it's going to be launched. We know it's coming, which is all this time period right here. This whole time period right here is all Soroban time, and it didn't do crap for the price. So why would the launch of it make it juicy? And would the juiciness, if there is any, and there honestly there could be some, why would the juiciness be as strong as 30 to 50 cents? Go back to expectation versus reality. If you know you can make a 5, 10, 15% gain on it, you hit that. Because, I mean, look, it's moving sideways. You could say, Klaus, you're negative. And I could say, this isn't Klaus being negative. This is the computer screen in front of me, which isn't positive or negative, doesn't have emotions, telling you the story. And the story is, in that time frame, from like here, from the Luna UST action, it's basically gone sideways. So why hasn't XLM pumped? Well, there's been juicier options out there. Sol, time and time again. Filecoin was another juicier option. Doge has proven to be another juicier option. Bitcoin definitely a juicier option. You know, let's remove Sol out of here. All right, why not compare it to another market thing? Let's compare it to HBAR, right? Let's see, a lot of people like comparing it to HBAR. So let's make HBAR. Let's make it a different color. Let's make it a super, super bright red. There you go. So you can see it. There you go. HBAR. So, I mean, it's been a laggard. And it's been a place where people have left rather than more people have come to. And the scary part about this is when you start looking at the Explorer, and let's do that real quick. All right. We got the Explorer up here, and when it comes to transactions, check it out. Transactions, yeah, they ramped up super quick, and now look at it. It's totally fallen off, and you could say it, Klaus, you're being negative, and I could say, well, I mean, you could say I'm being negative, or you could say I'm reporting news that just happened to suck. Look, this is transactions for the year, and that's in orange, and you could see, I mean, processed operations, it's definitely fallen off, and we're looking at this and we're looking at the price has fallen off compared to its peers. We've put a whole bunch of peers in here. You want to put another one in? Let's just put another one. Let's put another one, XRP. XRP is filled with all sorts of FUD and craziness and pumps and all sorts of things. And let's make this a nice thick line, and let's give this a dark green color so we can see it easy. All right, XRP for the 1 year, pretty darn close to XLM. So have they been moving together? Yeah, let's clean it up and I'll show you. So we're going to remove HBAR, we're going to remove BTC, and check it out. They've both moved fairly similarly. And when you compare XRP and XLM, again, it's not being negative to the likes of Bitcoin and all those other ones. I just like doing it to Bitcoin because Bitcoin is honestly what pulls the market up and down as most. Pull it up to Bitcoin, you can see it's not even close. So does utility matter? I mean, when we look at the price, we're like, I don't know. They've announced Soroban. They've announced tons of cool programs, tons of cool XLM-related stuff, and it hasn't done crap to the price. I mean, people are calling for massive moonshots with Soroban when you're sitting here going, dude, you mean that kind of price action was way back here. We ain't nowhere near that. So expectation, reality, this gentleman's expectations sure as shit ain't going to be met. Now, you can say what you want about me being negative or anything like that, but what if the charts actually looked like they were going up and I was revealing those charts? Would you say I was being positive then? And that's my point with this. This is not me giving you like a slant or something. This is me showing you the data and putting the words to it. Because the data and the movement of XLM has just been so dismal, so disappointing. And it's something where a lot of you, Pizza Man Mep hangs out with this a lot. A lot of other big-time XLM bulls are like, oh, man, this is kind of boring. And yet people are still touting, oh, utility this, Jed McCaleb this. Like, I get all that. But for the last year and a half, XLM just has not moved. I mean, it's just been a real big disappointment. And yeah, Soroban's out, and you know, BTC ETF action is coming up. So, I mean, we've got some things that could definitely put some oomph into the market, but that call for 30 to 50 cents is damaging, because I think a lot of people, right, when they set those expectations that high and they don't get met, and Soroban comes and you know, maybe it comes up a few percentage points, maybe it's up 10, 15%. And it doesn't go up the 300 or 500% that people are calling for, then those people get let down and they're like, well, this really sucks. But if you go into this kind of stuff thinking, hey, you know what? The market, it's been a laggard. It hasn't moved as strongly as other things. You know, it didn't really move much on the BTC ETF action. It has retained a good chunk of its Taurus gains. Soroban, it's taken so long to do. You know, and you put all that together, does that sound like 300 to 500%? Or does that sound more like 10, 15, 20%? And see, and if your expectation is that 10, 15, 20%, and you match those expectations, then you're not let down or excited. You're just like, okay, cool. I get what the vibe is here. I kind of understand how this is working. But if your expectations aren't met, you get let down. And what happens when people are let down? Well, a lot of them are like, this sucks, and they turn away, and maybe they're not interested anymore. And if time and time again that happens, you're going to lose more and more people. You're going to lose more and more support. And I'm seeing that with the comments from you. And thank you, by the way, for the comments. A lot of them are very similar. Dude, XLM has been a big nothing burger. XLM's been a big dud. I'm a huge XLM supporter, but yet I feel bad for saying it's just blah. Like, that's basically what a bunch of the comments have been. And the frustration is real, and you should feel frustrated, and you should feel validated that your emotions are real, because your emotions are tied to performance and expectation. It just hasn't been there. So I understand, and I just wanted to make sure that I reflected what the viewers are talking about with this video as much as possible. And a lot of you have been talking about XLM just being just a big crap. And I completely understand, In the beginning of the video, I said, hey, look, BTC ETF timelines. Well, we've got some timelines, and we've got some predictions. Yep, that video and my other channel found right here. Check them out. It's recovery time for me still. My ears are ringing a little bit, but, you know, such is life. A little bit of green tea, chilling the F out, meditation. Great way to start the year. I'll catch you cool cats later.